This. Back where we're from, even the dogs wouldn't touch it. The taste is wonderful. The soup is fresh and delicious. Chinese chefs are absolutely the best. The food is delicious and tasty.
The film was translated.
It's just a bowl of plain vegetable soup. Is it really worth such praise? It's not half as good as my pre-prepared dishes. These foreigners have never tasted anything good in their lives. I despise you.
Mother finally gave in and let me manage the restaurant.
Xianglo, the owner of Zui Xianglu's daughter.
To prove my capability, I must triple the restaurant's revenue.
Assistant Liu, Jiaoxu's assistant.
Within 3 months. Assistant Liu, how is the live broadcast going? The crisis is resolved. At our restaurant, one chef made squirrel-shaped mandarin fish, and another chef made boiled cabbage. One of the dishes has a guest raving. As for which dish it was, the signal cut out, so we couldn't see. Boiled cabbage. Let's head to the kitchen. Who made the poached cabbage just now?
Lin King, do you see that? Speak of the devil. This incredible stroke of luck has arrived. Young lady assistant Liu, you've arrived.
The young lady is asking you a question. Why aren't you answering her?
Yes, young lady. This is our head chef Lin King. He is the one who made the poached cabbage. He is a great contributor to our restaurant.
A contributor? What a joke. I think he's more of a disgrace. Zhao, as you take over the restaurant this time, you must strictly control the quality. In the food and beverage industry, we cannot afford the slightest lapse. Mother, you've worked hard for so many years. It's time you took a break and went on a vacation. You should just go and enjoy yourself. Leave the restaurant to me. Don't you trust your own daughter? Are Zhao's grown up? Right. Mother has one more thing to nag you about, and it's the most important thing. When you see Lin Qing, you must treat him well. He is Mother's most important. Alright. Mother, hurry and leave. My hidden cards. You'll miss your flight if you don't hurry. Bye-bye. I thought that since Dad passed away years ago, who could possibly move my mother? A handsome president? I never expected. You're just an ordinary person. It looks like his status as head chef was also something he coaxed out of my mother. As the head chef, you actually dared to make poached cabbage in that kind of setting? You are a good-for-nothing loser. Zui Xianglu will not keep you. You are fired.
No.
What?
Are you deaf? I said you are fired. Get out now.
Young lady, you can't do this. Lin King cannot leave. Is there some kind of misunderstanding? If it weren't for Lin King just now, our restaurant would have been in big trouble.
Manager Wang, did you take kickbacks from him? Or is it that Lin Qing has cozied up to someone, making you all so afraid of him?
No.
Looking at this, Lin Qing must have often bullied others by abusing his position, acting like a tyrant.
Young lady, Lin King really cannot be fired. He is our restaurant's head chef.
Head chef? Is he even worthy? It was only because I wasn't here before that a loser like this could rise to the top and suppress real talent. Now that I'm back, you don't have to be afraid anymore.
No.
Enough. Who made the squirrel-shaped mandarin fish just now?
I'm done for, completely done for. Lin King has been fired. She's going to have me tossed into the river to feed the fish, isn't she? It was me. Young lady. But the situation was urgent. I only had 15 minutes. I absolutely did not have the time to cook it from scratch. So I used pre-prepared dishes. Please spare my life. I beg you.
What? Pre-prepared dishes? Impressive. To be able to make a dish this outstanding, using pre-prepared dishes, this is far better than the head chef Lin. We spend 100,000 a month to employ. From today on, you are our new head chef at Zui Xianglu. $10,000 a month.
Are you kidding me? Is this young lady a fool? I must seize this opportunity for wealth. Goo goo goo. Goo Yanda. My name is Goo Yanda. The young lady truly has a keen eye for talent. I told him just now that this plain cabbage dish wasn't fit to be served at all. But Lin King wouldn't listen.
You fired me? Does your mother know about this?
You shameless fool. How dare you bring up my mother? Listen closely. Firing you was my mother's decision.
How is that possible? Young lady, Lin King is our signature attraction here. President Cao definitely wouldn't let him go. Pre-prepared dishes have no place in our kitchen. This was just an accident. If Lin King leaves, who will take over the kitchen? Young lady, please reconsider.
Enough. Zui Xianglu is a restaurant, not a brothel. Whoever dares to plead for Lin Qing again will be kicked out with him.
Get out already.
Fine. Since it's President Cao's wish, then I'll go. Young Lady Z, I hope you don't regret this.
Make me regret it? Who do you think you are? Replacing a useless 100,000 a month chef with a talent who costs 10,000. 90,000 saved. How much pre-prepared food can I buy with that? And this Gu Yanda can make. That pre-prepared food tastes so good. Low cost and high turnover. If I don't get rich, who will? I am truly brilliant. Hello, Mother. Zhao, you fired Lin Qing? Mother, why are you bringing this up so suddenly? Zhao, listen to me. Anyone at this restaurant can be replaced. But not Lin Qing. Do you have any idea? That cursed Lin Qing. He went to complain to my mother so quickly. I don't know what kind of spell he cast on her to make her protect him like this. I understand, Mother. Rest assured, just leave the restaurant to me. As long as anyone contributes to Zui Xianglu, I won't treat them poorly. That's good. As long as you know what you're doing. It wasn't easy for me to build this restaurant on my own. Alright, I understand. Hanging up now. And one more thing. This Lin Qing is the very god-tier chef you've always admired. 3 years ago, it was him who, by his own hand, defeated god-tier chef of 16 nations and brought glory to Chinese. This girl, why did she hang up on me? If Xiao and Lin Qing could develop feelings for each other, then my Zui Xianglu could remain the leader in Chongqing forever. That would be wonderful. I don't know what's so special about Lin Qing that makes so many people speak up for him. A total loser. From today on, you two kitchen assistants don't need to do any more prep work. Follow Gu Yanda and learn how to cook pre-prepared dishes.
What? Cook? Cook pre-prepared dishes? Young lady, these pre-prepared dishes contain excessive amounts of preservatives, and the hygiene standards are even more concerning. If anyone finds out that our century-old Zui Xianglu uses pre-prepared dishes, our reputation will be ruined and will be blacklisted from the industry. Young lady, why don't we discuss this with President Cao again?
Manager Wang, do you not understand human language? Zui Xianglu does not keep dogs that bite their masters. If you dare to overstep again, you can all get out. The rest is up to you. Head Chef Gu. When cooking, pay attention to food safety and hygiene. Don't let the guest notice anything off.
Understood, miss. I will make sure everything is under control.
Hey, Zhao. Have you heard? Rumor has it in the black market that the mysterious genius god-tier chef Lin was actually fired by the new boss. Now countless owners are fighting to recruit him, with offers already reaching a monthly salary of 1 million. What? Fired? Who is so blind? Eyes clouded by their own incompetence, looking without seeing. How dare they fire my idol, the true god of the culinary world, god-tier chef Lin? I heard she's a foolish young lady who has just returned from abroad. Come on. That's a modern-day god-tier chef. He was just too low-key. He retired at his peak, leaving behind no photos at all. However, There are rumors in the underworld that he retired due to a wrist injury. He had no choice. What? A wrist injury? Is it serious? Who knows? Anyway, he vanished for 3 years. Now that the news is out, major restaurants are scrambling to poach him, with bids already as high as 1 million. 1 million? If we could bring this god-tier chef on board our restaurant, wouldn't we take off in a heartbeat? That young lady, if she knew she just fired a god-tier chef, she'd be so furious she'd cough up blood on the spot. Of course. Right. I have some connections with black market headhunters. I can get in touch with this genius. Why don't you poach him? Isn't he your idol? Being the boss of your own idol. Yo, you struck it rich. Alright, sweetheart. Help me set up a meeting. I'll go see this god-tier chef for myself. Done, leave it to me.
Li Wei Guo, the owner of Jinjiao Restaurant. Zhou Min, the owner of Juyu Lu Restaurant. Hu Jing, the owner of Hushan Kui Restaurant.
Head Chef Lin, I heard you resigned. Why don't you come to our hotel? I'll offer you a monthly salary of 300,000, plus a year-end bonus, and a place to live. What do you think? You think that pittance is worth mentioning? Head Chef Lin, we'll give you a monthly salary of 500,000, plus 10% equity. How about that? Is that all you've got? Brother Lin King, as long as you're willing to come to my Jinzhao restaurant, I guarantee you, 1 million a month, plus a year-end bonus, and I'll even throw in a wife, delivered to your door. What do you think?
I appreciate your generous offers, but for now, I have no plans to take on a new role. Besides, you are all leaders in the industry, so you naturally respect the code of the trade. I ask you all not to leak my whereabouts to the outside world.
Hello, god-tier Chef Lin. I've heard that you have always valued the heritage of Chinese cuisine. Now the owner of a century-old establishment would like to invite you to anchor the kitchen. You don't need to be based on site. You only need to lend us your name. Just head the premium custom orders. 300,000 a month, and you will gain access to the store's 1,000-year-old heritage recipes. Would you be open to meeting to discuss the details?
No need to be based on site. Only need to lend my name. What kind of new franchise model is this? The money is not the issue. These 1,000-year-old heritage recipes are quite rare indeed. Fine, meet me at the coffee shop in half an hour.
President Jing god-tier Chef Lin has been fired. He's at a coffee shop right now.
What? Fired. Prepare the car at once. We are going to poach him personally.
Yes.
Ling Qing, my chef brother. We've finally met again.
Young girl, want to play with brother? Don't move around so much. The knife in brother's hand doesn't recognize anyone.
Two older brothers. Is that all you've got? You dare take out a knife to threaten a young girl? Aren't you ashamed? The knife. Forget the knife. Young girl. It's so dangerous to be out alone this late at night. You should hurry home.
Thank you. Do you know martial arts? What is your name? Where can I find you?
I'm just a cook. I naturally know how to handle a knife. Keep it for self-defense.
Then I'll call you Chef Brother. Chef Brother, we will definitely meet again.
When you see god-tier Chef Lin in a moment, you must show him proper respect. No matter what kind of demands he makes, we must do our best to meet them. As long as he's willing to help me, I can certainly restore Zui Xianglu's reputation, and perhaps in the future, make a huge profit, and become a leading enterprise. Hello God-tier Chef Lin. I am Joa from Zui Xianglu. It is a pleasure to see you. Why is it you?
It's you.
No. Lin Qing, aren't you a bit too pathetic? You caught the scent and came running here. You're hoping to beg for my forgiveness, so you can return to Zui Xianglu and mooch off us again, right? What's the matter? Struck a nerve, so you've gone quiet? Alright then. Considering how long you've worked at Zui Xianglu, I'll give you a chance. How about this? You knelt down in front of everyone and shouted loudly that he was a dog. I can do you the favor of letting you return to Zui Xianglu to clean the toilets. How about that?
Young lady, have you been watching too many short dramas? Why are you being so dramatic? This is a coffee shop, not your living room. I'm just here to have a cup of coffee. What are you imagining?
Lin Qing, this is the opportunity my young mistress is giving you. Don't be ungrateful. Someone of your status to tie our young mistress's shoes? Still not worthy.
Why did I even cross paths with you? Forget it. President Cao has been good to me. Let me give you a piece of advice. Pre-prepared dishes are not the right path. Sooner or later this will end in disaster. I suggest you turn back from your evil ways and get back on the right track.
Bringing up my mother again? You really are coveting my mother. Lin Qing, isn't it just because of your silver tongue and the way you buttered her up that you got into the restaurant? What kind of pathetic cook are you? In my opinion, you should switch careers and become a gigolo. You're already good at charming wealthy women, aren't you? Isn't that right?
Are you mentally deficient, or do you just not understand human speech? It really is true that a harlot thinks everyone else is loose. Let me tell you something. I've worked with my own two hands to get where I am today. If it weren't for the debt of gratitude I owe your mother, I would have already washed out. That filthy mouth of yours.
Since you value those hands so much, then today, I'm going to cripple them. I'll make you a true loser, rotting in the dirt never to rise again.
What are you doing? Stay back. Let me go. Zhao, what you're doing is illegal. Do you really think I'll let you rot in prison for this?
Let me rot in prison? You think you can? Keep dreaming. What are you all standing around for? Cripple him for me. From now on, I want to see who would ever want a broken man like him.
Let go of me.
Wait. Lin Qing, he.
Jin Yuno, the proprietress of Jin He Lu.
You're blind and don't need it. My Jin He Lu does.
I wonder who this is. Why if it isn't Zui Xianglu's old rival, the owner of Jin He Lu? President Jin Yuno?
Strange. She looks a bit familiar.
I heard just now that you wanted to cripple Lin Qing's hands, since he has already resigned. He is no longer under the jurisdiction of your Yu Xianglu. By what right do you treat him like this?
How truly bizarre. President Jin, instead of working on improving your own strength to catch up to my Zui Xianglu, you come here to pick up our trash, meddling in other people's business. How laughable.
Trash? Is that how you describe Lin Qing? Does President Cao know about this?
This is my mother's intention. A good-for-nothing who only knows how to rely on his looks to climb the ladder. Using him for fun is one thing, but surely you aren't actually catching feelings, are you?
Are you done yet? I will tell you one last time. I never seduced your mother. On the contrary, it was your mother who invited me to Zui Xianglu.
You're full of it. Lin Qing, you're a grown man. Can't you just own up to what you've done? You really are trash. Do you see that, President Jin? I'm simply trying to weed out the pests in our industry. You must be very careful not to be deceived by this scumbag. Otherwise, by then, you'd truly be reduced to scraping for a living.
Being deceived by a loser. As it happens, I'm actually hoping he deceives me. Come with me. You. Are you willing to come back with me? My chef brother.
The film was translated and narrated
It's
by
you, young girl.
Media.
You're the owner of Jin He Lu.
That's right. I told you. We would definitely meet again. This time, I won't let you get away.
However, I don't have any plans to join just yet.
No rush, take your time to consider. But I can promise you this. As long as you are willing to join, as head chef at my Jinhee Lu, I can offer you a 10 million annual salary, plus a 30% stake, right? And year-end dividends and bonuses. If you decide. Come anytime.
God tier Chef Lin. What is wrong? Is your hand hurting again? Has the old injury flared up? It is fine, just rest. You only need to guide the kitchen assistants. That is all.
What kind of joke is that? I cannot even cook a few dishes myself. How could I possibly guide others? That's right. Lin King's notebook. It is not that, miss. I just suddenly remembered that my notebook is still at Lin King's place. That notebook contains the cooking methods for my own signature dishes. If he takes them and uses them at Jinhee Lu, that would be a disaster.
What? Something so important. Why did you leave it with him?
It was because he said back then that he wanted to learn culinary arts. I thought, since it could help us at Zhuoshang Lu, I did not think much of it. Who would have known?
Then what are you standing there for? Let's go get it quickly.
Lin King, your notebook will soon be mine. Zhao Soxui. Why don't you head back first? I can go by myself. It pains me to see you staying up late.
You are truly the man. I have loved for 3 years. You are so considerate. Fine, I will leave it to you. After you go back, make sure to get some good rest. Tomorrow is the special custom banquet. I look forward to your performance.
Special custom banquet? Okay. I understand. Damn it, what kind of high-class banquet is this? With my level of skill, I am bound to mess it up. No. I must get there before Lin King gets back.
Lin Qing. This place is a bit too far from Jinhee Lu. Would you consider moving closer? I can take care of the housing.
I will stay here for today. Once I have tittied things up in a few days, I will consider moving. I have already troubled you enough today. How could I possibly trouble you further?
Brother chef, can you please not be so polite anymore? If it were not for you, there would be no Jin Yunro today. So you are not allowed to be this polite again. And you are certainly not allowed to say thank you.
This is it. Lin King, what is the point of you being so arrogant? In the end, aren't you just doing the work for my benefit? As long as the notebook is in my hands, you will not be able to make a splash.
Make yourself at home. Who is in there? Guyanda, why are you here?
Isn't it perfectly normal for me to be here? Lin King, this house originally belonged to Zhuoshang Lu's assets. You a loser who was kicked out. What right do you have to keep living here?
This house. This is a gift from President Cao herself, when I secured the state banquet contract. Since it is a gift, that makes it my private property. You are trespassing. Get ready to go to jail.
I despise it. You have the nerve to mention President Cao? She only let you stay out of pity. She was just letting you crash here. Then why? Why is your name not on the property deed?
President Cao naturally intended to put it there. I just didn't think it was necessary at the time. So...
Enough. Since it's not on the deed, it remains an asset of Zhuoshang Lu. Your luggage has already been packed for you. Get out right now. Take your things and get lost.
Does President Cao actually know what you and Zhou are up to?
Yes, she knows.
The film was translated and narrated
And President
by
Cow
M
thinks you
Media.
are insatiably greedy. She ordered me to take back everything she gave you. Lin King, give it up.
If that's the case, I have nothing more to say. Let's go.
Miss, I've taken care of it. That place Lin King was staying in is quite nice. Nothing like my own dump.
If you like it, I'll give it to you.
Are you serious, Jouk Soksui? That's right. Then let's go transfer the title tomorrow.
It's strange as a contemporary god-tier chef. He can make hundreds of thousands or even millions from a single meal. Why would god-tier chef Lin be short on a place to live? Could it be?
Monthly salary slip of Zui Xianglu.
So that's how it is.
Miss, it's past midnight. Why are you in such a rush to have me come over? What for?
Manager Wang. My mother trusted you so much. Yet you joined forces with Lin Cheng to act in cahoots, instead of using the real god-tier chef Lin. You handed all the resources and assets to that loser, Lin Cheng. Do you think you're worthy of the support Zui Xianglu has given you all these years?
That's not it, miss. What are you talking about? This payroll was approved by President Cao. If you don't believe me, you can ask your mother, President Cao.
My mother was tricked by that bad man. As a manager, you can't even tell who the real expert is and who's just dead weight. You don't have a clue. Unbelievable. In my Zui Xianglu, god-tier chef Lin is actually being suppressed by people like you.
God-tier chef Lin? Is God-tier chef you're talking about Lin King?
Don't talk nonsense. The real god-tier chef is Gu Yanda. How could it possibly be Lin Cheng, that loser?
Miss, how can a person be so ignorant? To this degree? God-tier chef Lin has the surname Lin,
The film
even if
was
it's not Lin King.
translated and
It certainly couldn't be that
narrated by
loser.
M Media.
Guyanda.
Worthless person. Your eyes are in serious need of treatment. Manager Wang, you are suspended.
Suspended? Fine, I'll submit my resignation tomorrow. Who would even want to work here anyway? You're truly ungrateful.
Parasites, all of you are parasites. If I hadn't discovered this in time, you'll drag Zui Xinglu down sooner or later.
This is your place. I'm staying here tonight.
What are you afraid I'll eat you?
I'm just worried about people seeing us. It wouldn't look good for you.
Alright, I'm done teasing you. My place is quite large. As for the rooms, take your pick. After all, you are a god-tier chef. There are so many eyes watching from the outside. To keep you from being snatched away, I've decided to stick by your side 24 hours a day.
I'm not going anywhere. But how did you know I was a god-tier chef?
Because I care about you. For the past 3 years, I haven't stopped caring about you for a single moment.
I'm going to bed now.
That's the kitchen. Your room is over there.
That scoundrel. He really did steal it.
What did you lose?
My personal recipe notebook. It records the preparation steps for all my original dishes. It seems only Guyanda was crafty enough to plan ahead. Why'd? Even if I find him now, he won't admit it.
But I can't just let your hard work go to waste like that, no matter the cost. I will help you get those notes back.
Don't worry, it's fine. As chefs, whenever we create original dishes, we always leave ourselves an out. The measurements and the methods written down are always different from the reality. If you were to follow those measurements exactly to cook, it would only.
What would happen?
It would lead to a huge disaster and make a complete mockery of everything.
The
Zhao
film was
Saxui,
translated
I heard you
and
fired Manager
narrated
Wang
by M Media.
yesterday. Did he say anything? Before he left.
He said that you were a loser and not a god-tier chef at all.
What? He's talking nonsense.
Don't worry, of course I believe you.
I knew that a smart girl like you would never believe their lies.
Mrs. Trouble?
Why are you shouting? Can't you see I'm giving the miss a massage so she can rest? You frightened the miss. Can you take responsibility for that? You wretched woman, ruining my work.
That's enough, assistantly. What is it? Miss, the kitchen staff and servers have all submitted their resignations. They've all left. What did you say?
It must be that Lin King, scoundrel behind this. He wants to lure away all of our staff and force Zhu Shanglu to shut down. What a venomous heart he has.
My mother treated him well, feeding and housing him. For all this time, a dog raised by hand. He was about to leave, yet he still turned back to stop us. Fine. Very good. Miss, President Lee will be here momentarily. He is an international tycoon. We cannot afford to offend him.
Don't worry. I have a plan. I have tried everything. None of my methods could get my people into the restaurant. Now is the perfect time.
God-tier Chef Lin, what do you suggest?
I can call my fellow apprentices and my close friends. They can come help us weather this storm together.
But? God-tier Chef Lin, didn't you create your own culinary style? When did you start an apprenticeship? Having senior and junior brothers.
They are all good brothers. We've known each other since childhood. Are all chefs after all, so we just call each other brothers. I believe with them here. Our Zun Shanglu will definitely reach even greater heights. Zhao Saxui, you and Zun Shanglu will both be mine.
How can this simple poached fish, in the hands of God-tier Chef Lin, turn out so appealing? It's a feast for the eyes and the palate. And your movements are so efficient. The speed of production also far exceeds everyone else. Truly a gifted talent. Absolutely brilliant. With God-tier Chef Lin here to anchor us, Jinhee will be hard to get a table at from now
The film
on.
was translated and narrated by M.
It won't just be from now on. It's already hard to get a table.
Exactly. High-end custom bookings are already booked out for half a month. And the main dining room is now also fully packed. Lin Qing, you are amazing.
This is just the beginning. President Jin, I promised you I would accompany you to the pinnacle of the industry. I will not go back on my word.
Miss, this is bad. Guests at the front desk are complaining. They say the service staff have a bad attitude. The food isn't fresh and so on. They are all demanding compensation.
How is that possible? Weren't they run by head chef Gu? You keep the guests calm. I'll go check the kitchen. Guyanda. Is this the chef you brought me? Are you playing with me?
The guy's in the kitchen. The smoke is everywhere. It's so bad for the skin. If you need anything, just give me a shout. I'll head back up.
What is he doing? Don't you see? And what is going on in the lobby? Why are guests complaining so much? The taste is terrible. The service is terrible.
Those punks, they are used to being wild out there. They don't sweat the small stuff. There's a saying. High-end ingredients often require the simplest cooking methods. A real chef doesn't have so many fussy requirements.
What are you saying? A chef who cannot even maintain basic food safety is not qualified. Is someone like that, in your eyes, still a chef?
Hear that? You're nothing but bottom-tier trash. Get out now.
Guyanda, you.
Get out. If you say one more word, everyone here is finished.
What kind of attitude is that? Guyanda. Where on earth did you find these people?
Jouk Soksui, these are just unforeseen circumstances. Don't take it to heart. Anyway, I have a few high-end custom orders today. Looking at the time, they'll be here soon. I need to get the ingredients ready.
This is terrible. This is terrible. Miss, the waiter in the private room, is getting into an argument with our VIPs. What did you say? Who are you trying to fool with that rich act? If you can't afford it, don't eat here. My apologies, President Lee. The waiter is new and doesn't know the rules. I am truly sorry for ruining your dining experience.
President Lee, a well-known businessman.
Here is what I'll do. I'll cover this meal today. I hope you can give me some face.
Ma Fugui, the richest man in the capital.
Please calm down.
Miss Xiao, I am an old friend of your mother, President Cao. For her sake, I came to your restaurant to host some business giants. Is this how you slap me in the face?
What are you acting so high and mighty for?
Hijin Crossing, waitress.
Calling yourself a business giant? Look at the clothes you're wearing. Not even a brand label in sight. Do you really think you're some big shot? How laughable. How insolent. You are just a waiter. Serving guests well is your duty. What are you being so dissatisfied about? You dare hit me? Don't think that just because Guyanda likes you, you can rely on being his wife to throw your weight around. Guyanda is my own cousin. We are family. What are you an outsider so proud of? What wife? What nonsense are you spouting here? Assistant Liu, drag her out of here. Go. My sincere apologies to you both. She's having a mental breakdown and talking nonsense. Please don't take it to heart. The food will be ready immediately, with God-tier Chef Ling cooking it himself. As an apology, I ask that you too. Please don't hold it against me.
It was just a farce. No matter. Have long heard of God-tier Chef Lin's superb skills. Today the two of us shall truly enjoy a fine meal.
Thank you, President Ma, for giving me this chance. You can rest assured. The dishes will certainly satisfy you.
Lin King, you surely never expected that the dishes you racked your brain to create would be so easily mastered by me. Once this is over, I will be the true God-tier chef. You will only ever be under my feet.
The ingredients are all used up. President Jin, if you aren't outsourcing, why are you still here?
I am watching my great hero. A hero who in just half a day achieved what we would in 3 days of business.
I didn't expect that everyone would love the food I make so much.
You're the god-tier chef after all. Don't be so humble with me. That's right. I heard something happened at Yujianglu. All the staff resigned at once. And now, they've brought in a bunch of nobodies. I reckon they're finished.
Those who are self-righteous will surely be undone by their own arrogance. I doubt they'll last half a month. They will be buried in the dust of history.
So, how should I reward my great hero? How about
The film was translated
I take you
and
to a movie?
narrated by M.
What do you
Media.
think?
Fine.
I heard President Ma is from Hangzhou. Knowing your fondness for steamed bass, I have specially prepared this dish for you. I hope you like it.
Try it, please try it.
I knew I wasn't wrong about you. Guyanda. Well done.
This is a creative dish by Lin King. In a moment, you will all be moved to tears. And you will admire me greatly.
What is this? It reeks of fishiness. Is this what you call fine dining? Jiao Soxui, you have a lot of nerve. How dare you toy with us?
Guyanda. What is going on? Why does it taste so terrible?
That's impossible. I followed the recipe Lin King left behind perfectly.
What did you say? You followed the recipe that Lin Qing left behind? Could it be?
How is this possible, miss? Lin King is our main attraction. President Cao would never let him go.
Zhao, let me tell you something. You can touch anyone in this restaurant, but not Lin Qing. Do you have any idea?
As long as you are willing to come to my Jin He Lu as the head chef, I can offer you an annual salary of 10 million, plus a 30% stake. Also, there are year-end dividends and bonuses. If you decide, come anytime.
Could it be? Could I have been wrong? The real god-tier chef isn't Guyanda, but Lin Qing.
President Ma. Since Miss Jiao Soxui doesn't welcome us, then we shall leave. Jiangking is so big. Can we really not find a place to eat? Exactly.
The two of you, 1,000 words, cannot express my apologies. I know that I have let you both down this time. However, please rest assured, I will handle the matters of the restaurant as quickly as possible.
Miss Jiao Soxui, anyone can say pretty words. But if the task isn't done, everything is a joke. Out of respect for my good relationship with President Cao, I really must offer you a word of advice. Miss Zhao, don't let yourself be blinded by some treacherous person, mistaking fish eyes for pearls, and burning the century-old establishment to the ground. By the time you regret it, it will be too late. President Ma, let's go. Let's go.
Guyanda, this time. How do you explain this?
Zhao
The
Soxui,
film was translated
this isn't my fault.
and
You misheard me
narrated by
earlier.
a media.
I wasn't talking about Lin King's cooking methods. It was the ingredients. Exactly, that villain Lin King, before he left, swapped out all of our seasoning ingredients. If you don't believe me, we can go to the kitchen right now and see for yourself.
Fine.
Right now, immediately. Get all the seasoning ingredients replaced. Move.
Replacing them now. Isn't that a bit late?
Zhao Soxui, how could we ever lie to you? We only just discovered that these seasonings had been tampered with. We were just about to throw them away. Otherwise, none of this would have happened today.
Do you take me for a fool? Lin Qing has been gone for so long. You are the head chef now. You're telling me you only just discovered the issue with the seasonings?
My young lady, we've been using pre-prepared dishes lately. The kitchen stove hasn't even been turned on. How would we have known? If you want to blame someone, blame that villain Lin King.
But we've already offended President Li today. You know, President Li and President Mei.
Never mind what president they are. They are just businessmen. Zhao Soxui. In the catering industry, the most important thing is the support of the people. That is what matters most. I can turn this situation around.
Are you serious?
Yes. As long as you do as I say, we can not only save the situation, but even turn defeat into victory. And win back the public's heart.
Lin Qing, what are you doing here?
I heard someone was bad-mouthing you, so I came to see what's going on.
I'm being bad-mouthed. Who would dare?
Your stomach. It said you bad owner. You're starving me to death.
Lin Qing, I never knew you were so good at sweet talking.
I have no choice. When my boss is this wonderful, she stands up for me. and even takes me to the movies. If I, as chef, let her go hungry, that would be inexcusable.
Well, I don't want to be just your boss. What do you think?
Let's eat.
Our god-tier chef Lin is actually blushing. Let me see. Your face is all red.
President Jin Zhuxiang Lu.
You're talking about Yu Xianglu? What's going on with Yu Xianglu?
Zhuxiang Lu suddenly
The film
changed
was
their strategy.
translated
They've launched a
and
low-price
narrated
delivery
by
service,
M Media.
putting up banners claiming to offer reliable meals and customized dishes to the common people. They are aggressively capturing the low-end market. They're receiving nothing but praise now.
A century-old establishment looking out for the people and helping others. That's a good thing. But Zhao Shuo should not be that generous, right? I'm afraid there's something fishy going on.
I suspect these so-called customized delivery meals are all pre-prepared dishes.
What? They're actually selling pre-prepared dishes under the name of a century-old establishment? Disgraceful.
Lin Qing, what do you plan to do?
Why bother with them? They're just a bunch of clowns. Why waste your energy on them? Just focus on your own work.
Our head chef Gu is truly clever. Since the delivery service launched, our reputation at Zhuxiang Lu has recovered, and we've had many more customers.
This is just the first step. Zhao Saxui. I heard that the Jiangking South Elementary School is opening a public bid for their campus meal contract. As long as Zhu Xianglu wins the bid and gains that prestige, crushing Jin He-lu in return will be a piece of cake.
The requirements for campus meals are extremely high. How could we possibly have the manpower and resources to support that? Wait. You don't mean you want to use pre-prepared dishes, do you? Guyanda, have you lost your mind?
You silly girl, what are you worried about? Don't forget, those children are just like those unsophisticated people at the bottom of the social ladder. They wouldn't be able to tell the difference between freshly cooked food and pre-prepared dishes. Don't worry, I guarantee there won't be any problems. Lady Young Zhao Saxui. Don't forget, the International Chamber of Commerce will be scouting for a chef among the public to create a special menu. If we are selected, we can build connections with those top international tycoons. By then, Zhu Xianglu will break into the international market and become an industry leader.
Shouldn't God-tier Chef Lin love and respect the culinary arts? Why does Guyanda seem so strange? Could it be that he's abandoning his principles for my sake, wanting to help me hold on to Zhuxiang Lu? Fine, I'll leave it to you. But this matter must not go wrong, or we'll all end up in jail.
Don't you worry about that.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
You too. This is the steamed sea bass you order. Please enjoy.
Let's taste it. That's right. This is the taste, by the way. Although the dishes prepared by Lin King and Guyanda look identical, the moment you taste them, the difference is clear. Looks like my guess was right, isn't it?
President Lee, President Ma. From what you two are saying, someone is making dishes exactly the same as Lin Qing's.
Let's be frank. Before coming here, we had already dined at Zhuxiang Lu. That dish Guyanda prepared was all show and no substance. As for the flavor, it was hard to describe. This time, I'm going to Jiangkang. My purpose is to find a god-tier chef among the people and bring them back with me to Hangzhou to participate in the international summit and promote Chinese cuisine to the world. Lin King, would you be willing to try?
3 years ago I injured my wrist and could no longer prepare complex dishes, which is why I retired from the culinary world. Now that the injury has healed, it is time to take action and let those arrogant charlatans know what true culinary excellence is. Promoting our Chinese cuisine is my responsibility. So how could I refuse?
All right, Lin King. Let's just decide on that.
The film was translated and narrated by Media.
The old recipes can no longer be used, and creating new dishes is an urgent priority.
Lin Qing. This dish looks so appetizing. A new creation.
Try it and see.
Delicious. Lin Qing. For you to be able to create a new dish in such a short time, you are truly incredible. By the way, President Li called to say that the Jiangqing South Elementary School lunch program is opening for bidding and asked if we were interested.
What do you think?
Children are the flowers of the nation, the future of our country, so naturally they should eat well. Moreover, if we win the bid, it can also enhance your reputation and benefit the restaurant's growth. So I would like to give it a try.
Since you want to try, then let's go for it.
Lin Qing. What is he doing here?
Lin King. Today is the Campus Edition bidding competition. What? Don't tell me you want to bid too?
If you don't have the skill, don't try to take on such a task. Don't make a fool of yourself here.
Making a fool of myself. At least, I prepare my food with my own genuine skills. What about you guys? You just use pre-prepared dishes everywhere. But if you dare to mess around, what do you mean we can only? In this school. Don't blame me for being unkind.
Lin Qing, shut your mouth. What do you mean we can only rely on pre-prepared dishes? Our Zui Xianglu now has a daily order volume of over 1,000. A level of success never seen before.
Do you hear me? Lin King. A chef doesn't just need craft. It takes brains too. To compare yourself to me, who do you think you are?
Those 1,000 orders you mentioned, are you referring to retail delivery orders?
The film
So
was
what if they are?
translated and narrated
President
by
Jin,
Media.
you paid a high price for a loser. I imagine Jin He Lu must be on the verge of collapse now, right?
Haven't you heard President Xiao? Since Lin Qing joined us, our turnover rate at Jin He Lu has tripled. We are thriving.
That's impossible. He's just a loser. I get it now. Could it be that Lin Qing's real talent isn't in the kitchen, but in the bedroom? He's trained you well to have you hanging on his every word.
Damn it! Are you insane? How dare you hit me?
I don't hit women. She is your boss. Your boss misspoke. Why shouldn't you take a couple of hits for her? Are you feeling wronged?
Zhao Soxui. Look at him.
What? Did I hit a nerve? Are you getting angry because I exposed you? You?
Lynching does not hit women. But I do. No wonder business at Yujianglu is so pathetic. With a mouth as foul as yours, I bet you scared away every customer who walked through the door.
Jin, you know, don't get ahead of yourself. With God-tier Chef Lin here, we are certain to win this bid. As for you lot, you will always be losers to Zui Xianglu.
Isn't this god-tier Chef Lin? You came in person? What else is there for us to compete over? God-tier Chef Lin, are you interested in campus catering as well?
What are you all saying? You say he is God-tier Chef Lin? Have you all lost your minds? He is the real God-tier Chef Lin. As for Lin Qing, he is nothing more than a loser who only knows how to play with women.
I remember you now. You are that young lady from Zui Shanlu, who has her eyes growing on her forehead. Jiao Soxui, right? Did I hear that right? He is God-tier Chef Lin. Young lady, if you're sick, go see a doctor. Don't bring shame upon President Cao, alright? Why are you talking to two idiots? Back up a bit. I'm afraid of catching their stupidity.
Thank you all for your support. However, this campus catering contract is different from high-end customization. It requires not just health and flavor, but also an accessible price. Therefore, the eventual winner might not be me.
You're too modest, God-tier Chef
The film
Lin.
was translated and narrated
Please sit
by
down.
Media.
No. It's actually Lin King who is misappropriating my name. Don't forget. That notebook of innovative recipes from before? He stole that from me. Now that he's here to admit his fault, isn't that only natural? Zhao Soxui, the three of them, are all competitors of Zhu Shanglu. They are trying to mislead you, so that they have a hope of winning the bid. You have to trust me. I am the god-tier Chef Lin you have admired for years. Once this is all over, I will marry you.
Really? How did I not think of that? But Brother Day, do you really want to marry me?
Of course. I have suffered so many grievances, and in the end, you are the only one who has stayed by my side. Don't worry. I will surely bring you happiness. You innocent fool. I never expected you to be so foolish. That works too. Before Cao Mo returns, I will make things official. This massive family fortune will all be mine.
First of all, I would like to thank all the owners and distinguished guests for coming. For those who haven't taken your seats, please do so now. Now, let us hear the results.
The results are in. Lin Qing, let's see how you continue to put on an act this time. This time, I will personally tear off your mask. A bunch of fools, blinded by greed, mistaking a good-for-nothing for a god-tier chef. When the truth comes to light, let's see how you all crawl and beg for mercy.
Miss Zhao, you had better think carefully about how in half a month you will answer to your mother, and how you will be driven out of Jiangcheng.
President Jin, don't be smug too soon. I will make you pay the price.
As everyone knows, this bidding process concerns all the students and staff of our Jiangcheng Primary School. Therefore, we have focused our assessment on three aspects: food safety, nutritional value, and material costs. Ultimately, we have nominated two restaurants. The first one is the century-old establishment, renowned here in Jiangcheng, Zui Shanglu.
You're already a sore loser. Lin King, I still prefer the arrogant way. You were just behaving.
The film was translated and
You are nothing but a
narrated by
defeated rival.
Media.
What right do you have to be arrogant? I suspect your participation in this bid is merely a forced effort. Just making a fool of yourself.
Don't celebrate too early, the host just said. That two were nominated. You all are not the final winners.
President Jin, it seems you have been thoroughly deceived by this kid. You actually thought you could be nominated? Is the food this kid makes even fit for human consumption? It's nothing but slop.
Guyanda. It's one thing for Zhao to be foolish, but you have worked with me in the kitchen for so many years. Do you not know whether the food I cook is edible? Or are you just afraid to admit it?
Enough lynching. What is the point of all this posturing? My guess is the next one won't be yours.
The second nominee is the rising star of our Jiangking catering scene, Jin He Lu.
This is absolutely impossible. He's nothing but a good for nothing. How could he possibly win the bid? I see. The leaders must think that, if only my restaurant wins, it might cause a stir in the market. They're just having us tag along to make up the numbers.
I know you're stupid. But I didn't think you were this stupid. How on earth did your mother raise you? I remember now. You've lived abroad your whole life. If you had grown up here, your mother would have died of anger.
Enough. What right do you have to mention my mother? You're nothing but someone who picked up the trash my mother didn't want. You really think you found a treasure?
Zhao. You really are incorrigible. What's wrong? It wasn't enough to be blind. Now you're deaf too. I told you, don't you ever insult President Jin again. Otherwise, don't blame me for being rude.
Is he speaking up for me?
Everyone, let's not argue. You are both nominees. So, we are evaluating this based on 3 criteria. As the organizers, we would like to ask both of you, what is your annual cost for ingredients? How much?
2 million.
At this stage, it comes down to who has the lower quote. The lowest bidder is guaranteed to win the contract. Their bid is so low. How much can we compress our ingredient costs and profit margins?
This is for the children and the teachers to eat. We absolutely cannot cut corners on the ingredients. We can only squeeze our own profit. The absolute lowest. 1 million.
1 million. That's the lowest possible price. I think that should be doable.
The film was translated
The quote
and
from Jin He Lu
narrated
is
by M Media.
1 million.
You're all crazy. 1 million? 2 million was already the rock bottom price. How could you undercut us down to 1 million? You won't make a single penny. Are you trying to run a charity or what?
Everyone. Lin Qing and I have discussed this. Providing meals for the school is our way of giving back to society. Therefore, we can compress all our profits just to ensure the 1,000 students and teachers can eat safe, healthy food.
As expected of President Jin, a heart full of love. We admire that. God-tier Chef Lin has a great eye. No wonder we couldn't win over God-tier Chef Lin. With a boss like President Jin, I'd join them too. President Zhao, didn't you just say you were certain to win the bid? It seems now, that was all just empty talk.
President Jin's words ring true. Since this is about contributing to society, make a contribution. Offer our charitable support. We are also willing to push our profits to the absolute minimum, even to the point of taking a loss just for the publicity.
What are you trying to do? 1 million was already the limit. If you try to cut costs any further, we will inevitably end up losing money. You know? The restaurant has no capital left for you to squander.
Miss, please trust me. If we secure this contract, I can guarantee our restaurant will make a fortune. So, our bid is 500,000.
My goodness, you must be joking.
Guyanda, what are you playing at?
Mistrust me. I can not only lower the costs, but also make a huge profit. Just listen to me.
500,000 for nearly 1,000 people's meals for a year. Not to mention transportation costs, labor costs, and venue fees. The budget for ingredients alone isn't enough. The market price for fresh ingredients is plain for everyone to see. How could you possibly compress costs to that extent? Could it be You intend to use pre-prepared dishes.
Yes, yes. Why didn't I think of that? A few days ago, their Zui Shanglu was involved in a pre-prepared dish scandal. I never expected that they would set their sights on the school today. Jiao Soxui, you need to think this through. Once there is even a hint of pre-prepared dishes in school catering, let alone your Zui Shanglu, even you will end up in prison. This fool will eventually be tricked by Gu Yanda into losing his shirt.
What? Sour grapes, are we? So you're the only ones who can do good deeds, and we can't? I told you, we can cut costs and take a loss for the publicity. What's wrong? Are you going to stop us from contributing to society?
I hope so.
President Zhao, if Zui Shanglu is truly bidding at a cost of 500,000, then the winner of today's bid is indeed you.
The film
That's
was
right.
translated
500,000.
and narrated
That's
by
right.
Media.
Then we congratulate Zui Shanglu on winning the bid. Jiao Soxui, what do you want me to?
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean? Everyone outside knows now that your Zui Shanglu is using ingredients that are all pre-prepared dishes. What else do you have to say for yourself?
So what if they are pre-prepared dishes? Our takeout is already so incredibly cheap. Letting those at the bottom of society eat the food of our century-old establishment is already an honor for them. What? Are you saying we are in the wrong?
Enough. Gu Yanda. For a chef you should be ashamed to say such things. Don't you feel? Aren't you ashamed of your own conscience?
Conscience? Lin King, the current you. Nothing but a stray dog that someone took in. I am the head chef of Zhu Shanglu. What right do you have to bark at me here? And you lot. It's just some pathetic school contract. I couldn't care less about it. Let me tell you the truth. I only came here today to play along with Miss Zhao. Now I've had my fun. I'm bored of it. I'm leaving. You lot can scramble around all you want. Damn it. And it's best if no one tries to stop me. I need to find my agent to get my ticket back and get out of here as soon as possible. I've already made enough money. I'm not afraid of them.
Gu Yanda, you stop right there. Aren't you the god-tier chef? Didn't you say there would absolutely be no problems? How did you mess this up?
Zhao Shui, at this point, do you still think he's the god-tier chef? I don't know whether to call you naive or just plain stupid.
Miss Zhao, the fact that Lin King is a god-tier chef has already been acknowledged by us 3 catering giants. Do you still not believe it? I forgot to mention, the bidding process today was broadcast live. Surely the outside world already knows that Lin King is the god-tier chef. You, stop deceiving yourself. You personally drove away the god-tier chef of Zui Shanglu and brought in a fool to be the head chef. Miss, you really are a marvel of the modern age.
How can this be? How can this be? Move aside. Miss Zhao, I heard you mistook a piece of scrap for a pearl, firing the true god-tier chef, and then listening to slander. Let a loser become your head chef. Is this true or false?
What do you have to say about the use of pre-prepared dishes? How do you explain this? Could it be that your century-old establishment has been serving pre-prepared dishes all along? I heard you made a bet with President Jin. If her overtakes you within half a month, Zui Shanglu will shut down,
The film
and you will
was
leave Jiangtang.
translated and narrated
Is that
by
rumor true or
Media.
false?
This is impossible. Lin Qing absolutely cannot be the god-tier chef. There must be some mistake somewhere. I know. You must have been paid by Lin Qing to trick me, right? You all just wait. I'm calling my mother right now. She will tell you all who the real god-tier chef is. Just you wait.
Gu Yanda, come with me.
Who are you?
I am the one who can help you soar to success.
Daughter, Mother has arrived at the airport. I'll be at the restaurant in a bit. Are you happy? Mother, you're back. Right. Tell these reporters quickly that the real god-tier chef is Gu Yanda, right? It definitely isn't that Lin Qing. that Lin Qing is just a fool. What did you say? Lin Qing is the real god-tier chef. Zhao, you didn't fire Lin Qing, did you? I was actually wrong. Impossible, this is absolutely impossible. Guyanda has been lying to me this whole time. If heaven would give me another chance to start over, I would definitely. Mother, you're back. No, you didn't go on vacation. You've been at the restaurant the whole time. This is all a dream. This isn't real. I didn't fire Lin Qing. Everything is still fine. You good for nothing. I wish this were a dream. The Zui Xianlu I worked so hard to build and struggled to maintain has been driven to the brink of bankruptcy in just a week by you. You really are a piece of work, daughter. Mother, it's not like that. It's all Lin Qing's fault. It's all because he did nothing during that overseas live stream. That's why. Did nothing. Mother, why are you hitting me again? If you had just paid attention and finished watching the replay of that stream, you would know that the one who made the foreign food critics bow down was Lin Qing. It was his dish of boiled cabbage. How could this be?
The film was translated and narrated by Media.
So the person I thought was a god-tier chef was actually a fraud. Was the true god-tier chef idol? And it was Lin Qing, whom I've been bullying and suppressing. Why? Why would heaven do this to me? Enough. You idiot. What's the point of regretting it now? The urgent matter now is to appease Lin Qing. If you aren't dead, get up immediately. Go to Jin He-Lu and get Lin Qing to come back for me.
What kind of restaurant owner spends all their time hiding in the kitchen? You should go back now. President Jin, if you keep breathing in this kitchen smoke, it will turn you into a wrinkled old lady.
What do you mean by that? If I turn into a wrinkled old lady, you won't like me anymore. I see. You men are all the same.
What did you realize? I was telling you to go back and rest. I like you, I like you. No matter what you look like, I like you. I like you to death.
So you mean, even like this you still like me? Then are you willing to be my boyfriend?
President Jin is outside the door. Maybe you two should be busy first.
I was indeed busy just now, but I'm not busy anymore. Speak.
Yao and Cao Mo are here.
What are they here for? Lin Qing is busy and won't see them.
No. I will see them.
Lin Qing.
President Cao, you've returned.
I have Lin Qing. It's all my fault. If I hadn't gone away on vacation, this whole mess wouldn't have happened. It is all that girl's fault. That's right, Lin Qing. I listened to malicious gossip. It is my mistake. You can hit me or scold me as you please. As long as you are willing to return with me to Zui Xianlu, you can name your terms. Whatever they are, I am willing to agree.
Miss C, there is no need for that. I have already resigned and joined Jin He-Lu, so I will not be leaving. The only reason I agreed to meet you today is out of respect for President Cao. When you were at Xianglu, President Cao, you treated me well. I have always kept that in mind. I can probably guess the reason for your visit today. But since things have come to this, we should both maintain some dignity. President Cao, please leave.
Lynching, won't you reconsider? Whatever terms Jinny Lu is offering you, I can double them at Xianglu. I can even triple them. As long as you are willing to have a change of heart.
President Cao. Poaching someone right in front of me. That is not very becoming, is it?
Jin, you know, we are speaking with Brother Lin Cheng. Is it your place to interrupt? That's right, President Jin. Lin Cheng was originally a member of my Xianglu. You forcefully poached him, which already broke the rules. And now you're preventing us from taking him back? Isn't that a bit too overbearing?
That is indeed the case.
Did you hear that, Jin, you know? Even Brother Lin Cheng thinks you are being overbearing. Your efforts have been in vain.
I was referring to you all.
Lin Cheng, you're biting the hand that fed you. Don't forget, when you injured your wrist, it was Xianglu that took you in and let you recover until now. Yet now you turn around and stab us in the back. That is not right.
President Cao is right. I am very grateful for your kindness. But no matter how great that kindness was, would also vanish into thin air when your daughter insulted me, and even tried to have my hands broken. They even tried to ruin both of my hands.
What? Slanderous rumors and broken hands? Didn't Xiao just fire you? Why is there so much more to it?
It seems this young lady didn't tell you the whole truth.
That's not true, Mother. I thought you were so concerned about Lin Cheng and kept reminding me. But I thought he had deceived you with sweet talk. You too. Well, so you spread slanderous rumors about your own mother? You really are a fine daughter. Mother, I was wrong. I am sorry. What is this about broken hands? Later I heard God-tier Chef Lin had been fired by his previous boss. I thought, if I could invite him back to head our Xianglu, it would definitely restore our restaurant's reputation. But at the agreed location,
The film was translated
I saw lynching.
and narrated by M Media.
I thought he was secretly following me, hoping to curry favor and get back into the restaurant. So what?
She had bodyguards hold me down, to break my hands, and leave me ruined in the gutter.
What, Chalo? You really are a piece of work, aren't you? Mother, I'm sorry. I was wrong. It was all Gu Yanda's fault. He lied to me, and that's why I misunderstood Lin Cheng. I admit I was wrong, I admit it. Besides, Lin Cheng is perfectly fine, isn't he?
I am fine, because President Jin showed up in time to save me, and took me in. President Cao, you were kind to me once, but to me, President Jin gave me a second chance at life. Do you really think I would betray my savior to crawl back into a den of wolves that tried to break my hands and destroy my reputation?
Lin Cheng, I'm sorry. I've loved you for 3 years. In my heart, I've always looked up to you as an idol. I know, there were some misunderstandings between us, and I hurt you. But you're standing here just fine now, aren't you? As a man, can't you be a more magnanimous? As long as you let this go. As an apology, I'm willing to marry you.
Thank you for showing me what it means to be truly shameless. Guards, throw them out.
Lin Cheng, if you treat me like this, you'll regret it. Lin Cheng, wait.
There's nothing left to say. President Cao, Lin Cheng is a god-tier chef. Even if you hadn't taken him in, someone else would have. As for now, he is my person. I will protect him for the rest of my life, and will never let any of you cause him the slightest grievance again. Throw them out.
How dare you, you dare. Jin, you know. Lin Qing.
Brother Lin Qing. If you're blind and don't want him, Jin Lu will take him. Because I care about you. For 3 years, I've cared about you every single moment. Actually, the bet and the sanctions don't matter. If you sympathize with them, I can call it off.
Winning is winning, losing is losing. The bet was set by her. So why should we be the ones to cancel it? Besides, the favor you showed me has already been repaid. From now on, I only want to build a future that belongs to us. Wife?
You. What did you just call me?
Wife?
The film was translated.
I had originally
and
planned to wait a few
narrated
days
by M Media.
until the custom ring arrived to propose to you properly. But today, I want to offer you my singular devotion and ask for your hand. May I ask, Miss Jin Yuna, will you marry me and become my wife?
Who proposes? Without even a confession first.
Then you. Haven't you heard the saying? It goes, a relationship not intended for marriage is just a waste of time. I'm just trying to cut to the chase so that no one else starts setting their sights on my beautiful wife.
You silver-tongued devil. Others have the Emperor's new clothes. But you have the god-tier chef's ring.
Using a fake one first to lock me down so I can't get away. As for the real ring, it will be here in 3 days.
Lin Qing. I won't run. I will always be yours.
President Yao. I am no match for Lin Qing. I am certain to lose this match.
I don't need you to win. I only need you to add something to the dish you prepare. And make sure those 2 judges eat it.
The 2 judges? Add something, President Yao. They are both top tier business tycoons in Chinese. If anything happens to them, I'll be completely finished.
If you pull this off, I guarantee you will have nothing to worry about. But if you fail, I will see you dead right now. You wretched woman, you're recording this.
President Yao. President Yao. How could I ever betray you? You are my only lifeline. Please, you have to believe me.
I doubt you'd have the guts. You to listen to me clearly. Do exactly as I say. And I guarantee you both a life of luxury and riches. But if I find out that you've stabbed me in the back, I will make your lives a living hell. Is that clear?
Clear, perfectly clear. Don't worry, President Yao. We will definitely get it done.
Understood, understood.
Today President Zhao and I are honored to attend the cooking battle between Lin Qing and Gu Yenda. The winner of today's battle will be appointed as the head chef for the Heng International Chamber of Commerce to promote our country's 5,000 years of culinary culture, to become the god-tier chef of Chinese, and to share it with the world. Today's competition will be broadcast globally, ensuring it is fair and just. The competition begins now. Contestants, you have 2 hours to create your own original dish, which will then be scored by the 2 of us. The one with the higher score wins. They've really put on quite a show. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get started.
Yabin was the one who initiated this
The film
competition.
was translated
My opponent is
and
Guyanda.
narrated
What a
by
loser.
Media.
And among the judges, Ma Fugui is on good terms with me. No matter how you look at it, they are bound to lose this competition. Since that's the case, what is Yabin's motive? Wait. Tasting. Scoring. Could it be that their goal is... Wait a second.
What's wrong, Lin King? Giving up before you've even started?
No. I just suddenly remembered. I forgot to bring something. You know.
You focus on the competition. Leave the rest to me.
Time is up. It is. Time is up. Look at what Lin King made. This is a self-created dish. It looks pretty good. Let's start with the taste. This flavor is several times better than what I've had in previous attempts. Mr. Lin King, your title of God-tier chef is well deserved. Heavens, in all my years in this industry, I have never eaten such delicious food. God-tier chef Lin is truly amazing. The two of you should try this as well. This mushroom soup with fermented rice.
President Chow. I don't think there's any need to taste this soup. After all, the winner is undoubtedly me.
Lin King, what are you spouting? The judges haven't even tasted it yet. How can you be so arrogant?
It's not that I'm arrogant. It's that Guyanda is simply not fit to be a chef. One sip of this soup is enough to kill. If I can see it. Shouldn't President Ya, coming from a catering dynasty, be able to see it too?
What did you say?
Lynching, you're talking nonsense. It's clearly you who lacks the skill. And now you're slandering
The
others.
film was translated
I never
and
realized before
narrated by
that you were this
Media.
disgusting.
Lin King, if you want to forfeit, I'll give you the chance. But to accuse me of poisoning, that is a complete joke.
Lin King, while I would love to help you, this is being broadcast globally. You claim he used poison. He has to have had the opportunity to do so, right? Right.
Who said that to poison someone, you have to put something into it? Ancient texts record, poison mushrooms are like phantoms. Adding wine makes them like arsenic. Just a drop passing through the throat. And one can be separated from this world, ending this life. Your toxic mushrooms mixed with wine are clearly intended to take President Zhao's life.
How do you know? That's not it. I don't know what you're talking about. Poisonous mushrooms and wine? I picked these mushrooms myself. Even if there were poisonous ones, they must have fallen in by accident. In any case, I didn't do it on purpose.
That's right, Guyanda. I gave you a chance to compete fairly with Lin King, and you managed to pick the wrong mushrooms, nearly causing a disaster. From now on, get out of Jiangkang. Don't you dare tarnish the reputation of our god-tier chef Lin again. Mr. Lin, I'm sorry. It's all a misunderstanding. Please don't be angry. Once we return, I will make sure to properly discipline Guyanda. I guarantee that something like this will never happen again. This time, we concede. Wait, you all. What is the meaning of this?
President Yao attempted murder. Do you really think you can just run away?
Lin King, since you know my identity, how dare you spread such rumors? Aren't you afraid of death?
Yabin, If you wanted to replace the head chef of the International Business Chamber, there was no need to involve Zhao and Guyanda. By bringing them in, you were simply using the competition as a pretext to invite President Jia as a judge, and then poison him with the mushroom soup. And since Guyanda is just a loser, everyone would have simply thought it was an accident, allowing you to walk away unscathed. Am I right?
You're lying? I have no grudge against President Zhao. How could I possibly want to kill him? No grudge. I remember not long ago, you wanted to buy out my chip research, but I refused you. Now that my chip research has succeeded, I suppose it threatens the market position of your foreign masters, doesn't it? Eliminating me is the only way for you to stay relevant, right? You're lying?
Is it a lie? You can explain that to the enforcement officers.
The
Yao
film
Bin,
was
we have reasonable
translated
suspicion
and
that
narrated
you
by
conspired with
M. Media.
Guyanda and Zhao to commit attempted murder. Please come with me.
Lin King. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I know I was wrong. Please forgive me. It was all Yao Bin's doing. It has nothing to do with me. Please forgive me. Forgive me.
This isn't right. I'm a lady of high status. How did I end up a murderer? No. This shouldn't be happening.
Evil deeds bring their own destruction. You wanted fame, but were unwilling to put in the effort. Using the harm of others as a shortcut only leads you further astray. Spend the rest of your life reflecting in prison.
Lin King, Lin King.
Let's go.
Congratulations to Mr. Lin King for winning the culinary duel. That garbage Guyanda. How could he possibly hold his own in a culinary duel? Our god-tier chef Lin could defeat him with just one finger. God-tier chef Lin, I look forward to your performance at the upcoming International Chamber Commerce exhibition.
Three months later,
At the International Business Chamber, god-tier chef Lin amazed international business moguls with his original creations like carp leaping over the Dragon Gate, blooming prosperity and wealth, bringing glory to our Chinese culinary culture.
Husband. The trend of ready-to-eat meals is truly unstoppable. What is your take on this?
right now ready-to-eat meals are indeed an irresistible trend. Within my own capabilities, I naturally hope that everyone can eat fresh made-to-order meals. If that is not possible, then I hope to help push the development of ready-to-eat meals to ensure greater compliance, while guaranteeing that ingredients are healthy and hygienic, keeping them as fresh as possible. That way our hardworking friends can eat healthier too. Furthermore, Chinese cuisine has always held a dimensional strike advantage abroad. Pre-prepared dishes can help us better penetrate the international trillion-level market, allowing Chinese cuisine to reach the world more effectively and sweep across the globe.
Husband. Your insights are truly unique.
You're teasing me again. I'll hand out the penalties.
The film was translated and narrated by M. Media.
President Jin God-tier Chef Lin. The wedding is about to begin. You two, the bride and groom, need to come out now.
We're coming.
We're coming.